Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Emily. It is so nice to have you here, and it is officially spring. And today I wanted to move through a class that really embodied that feeling of spring. So we're slowly coming out and opening up after our little winter hibernation. So I wanted this class to include a lot of expansive postures and mainly just a class that feels really, really good in the body. A little bit energy building, but nothing too crazy. Yeah, just embracing spring, embracing the good weather, and opening up a little bit more, finding a little bit more space in our bodies, a little bit more energy. So with that being said, we're going to hop right in. You can make your way into child's pose, and for this practice, you do not need any blocks. So we're going to start with the knees wide apart, the big toes together, and then let's go ahead and bring the forehead down to the mat. And just settling into your body and onto your mat, becoming aware of the space that you have around you, the temperature of the air, and noticing how you're feeling today. Picking up on if there's any tension anywhere in the body or if any spot of your body feels a little bit tighter than it normally does. Maybe the breath feels deeper or more shallow. Just trying to pick up on all those differences. Noticing that every single time you show up here on your mat, it's going to feel completely different. On your next exhale, we're going to slide the right arm underneath the left shoulder, threading the needle. Let's take 3 deep breaths here. And then breathing in, let's come back to child's pose. And then left arm slides underneath the right shoulder. On next inhale, let's come back to child's pose. And then you can slowly make your way up to tabletop, stacking shoulders over wrists, hips over knees, and you can immediately start to move, finding any movement that feels really good in the body. Maybe that's just cat and cow, or maybe you're adding a lot of side to side movements, rolling into the shoulders and the hips. Whatever feels nice. And we'll slowly make our way back through center. Extend the right leg back, tuck the toes. Let's rock back and forth a few times, stretching out the calf muscle, the ankle. And then we're going to drop the right heel, right arm reaches up, and then right arm reaches over the right ear. Stretch it out. Maybe circling the right ankle if that feels nice. The right wrist, sorry, not the right ankle. On your next exhale, the right hand comes down to the mat. Let's cross the right knee behind the left knee. If it's accessible, let's start to walk the hands back and then stand on the knees. You really need to squeeze the glutes here and squeeze your legs together. It's a little bit awkward to balance. And then let's reach the arms up, grab opposite hand to opposite elbow, and start to lift the chest. Squeezing the lower ribs in, just trying to find space in the front of your body. Opening up the shoulders, 2 more breaths. Each inhale growing a little taller. And then exhale, let's release. Bring both hands down. Extend the right leg back, tuck your left toes, and then let's come into 3-legged dog. Let's bend the right knee, open up the hip, and circle your right knee in one direction and in the other. Next inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, right footsteps between the hands. Drop the left knee, reach the arms up, Anjaneyasana. And then exhale, let's cactus the arms, open up the heart. One more breath here. And as you breathe out, let's bring both hands on the mat. Frame your right foot. Inhale, left leg reaches up high, standing splits. Exhale, let's cross the left foot behind the right foot. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. With a flat back, inhale, rise up high mountain. The right hand will hold the left wrist. Let's side bend to the right. One full breath. Next, inhale, come back up through center. Exhale, swan dive forward. Plant the hands, step your left foot back, step your right foot back, high plank. Drop the knees, let's come into cat and cow. Breathe in, drop the belly, pull the chest through. Exhale, one vertebra at a time, round the spine. Inhaling to open. Exhaling to round. One more round. And then as you breathe in, let's come back to a neutral spine. Let's extend the left leg behind us, tuck the toes, and start to rock back and forth. And getting a little bit of a stretch in the back of the left leg. Now let's keep the shoulders over the wrists. Drop your left heel. Left arm reaches up, and then the left arm reaches over the left ear, maybe circling the left wrist. Just finding a really nice, juicy stretch here. On your next exhale, let's bring the left hand back down to the mat, and then let's cross the left knee behind the right knee. Inhale to stand on the knees, and don't worry if you need to take a little bit more time to get up here, that's okay. Grab opposite hand to opposite elbow and start to pull your arms behind your ears, really trying to open up those shoulders and making sure you're still squeezing the lower ribs in. And on your next exhale, let's release the hands back down on the mat. Extend the left leg behind you. Tuck the right toes and then push into the ball of the right foot, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend the left knee, open up the hip. And then let's circle that left knee in one direction and in the other. Next, inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, left foot steps between the hands, drop the right knee, Anjanasana, reach the arms above the head. Exhale, cactus the arms, open up the heart, squeeze the shoulder blades together. And as you breathe out, let's bring both hands down on the mat. Look forward, standing splits, right leg rises. One breath here. And then let's cross the right foot behind the left ankle. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold, just one full breath here. Now breathing in with a flat back, rise up, high mountain. Left hand holds the right wrist, side bend to the left. Right, inhale, let's come back up through center. Exhale, fold forward, fingertips to the mat. Right foot steps back, left foot steps back, high plank. Your first chaturanga with or without the support of the knees. Let's lower halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now let's walk both hands all the way back to the feet. Feet are hip-width distance apart. Slide the hands underneath your feet so the palms are connected to the soles of the feet. And then let's take a deep breath in, straightening the arms. Exhale to pull the elbows towards your shins. So you're really stretching the backs of the wrists. And then you can wiggle your toes, pushing them down into the wrist creases to massage them a little bit more. Make sure the head hangs heavy. Good. And then one hand at a time, let's take them out from underneath the feet. Halfway lift, inhale. Walk your hands all the way up to high plank. Second chaturanga, exhale, lower. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, let's come high on the toes. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward, step or jump. Halfway lift, top of the mat. Exhale to fold. High mountain, rise up. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, plant the hands, step or jump back. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, come high on the toes. Bend the knees, look forward, step or float. Halfway lift. Exhale to fold. High mountain, rise up with a flat back. Exhale, swan dive, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step or float back. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Now right leg rises, inhale. Exhale, bend the right knee, open up the hip. Let's flip the dog, wild thing, and hold. And really opening up the chest, trying to find as much length through the whole right side of your body, reaching through the right fingertips. As you breathe out, right hand comes down on the mat, knee to nose round your spine. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, right foot steps to the top of the mat. And let's open up warrior two. And hold. Next, inhale, straighten your right leg, reach through the right fingertips for Trikonasana, left arm reaches up. And on your next inhale, let's come into star pose. Toes point out, heels point in. Exhale, squat, hands to the heart space. And when you reach your lowest point here in the squat, let's turn the hands down and touch the floor, okay? So inhale, star, straighten the legs. Exhale, squat, point the fingers to the mat, touch the floor. Inhale, star. For three more. 3, inhale, star. 2. Gaze up at your thumbs, and 1. Inhale, star pose. Turn your toes in, heels out. Exhale, fold forward, Prasarita. Halfway lift, inhale. Now the right hand stays underneath your nose. Left arm reaches up. So twisting to the left. And hold. And on your next exhale, we're going to bend the left knee. Skandasana, right leg stays straight. Now left hand comes down on the mat. Right arm reaches up. Open up the chest. And on your next exhale, let's bring both hands to the heart space. Come back to warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down. Standing splits, left leg reaches up high. Exhale, left foot steps beside the right foot, halfway lift top of the mat. Exhale, fold forward. High mountain with a flat back, engaging those hamstrings. Exhale to fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, chaturanga, step or jump back. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. 1 breath. Next inhale, left leg rises. Bend the left knee, open up the hip. Stay there or flip your dog, wild thing. And let's hold. Actively reaching through the left fingertips and really using the legs to drive the force here to lift the hips up higher. On your next exhale, left hand comes down on the mat, left knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, left foot steps between your hands, ground the right heel, open up warrior two. Now breathing in, let's straighten the left leg, reach through, left fingertips, Trikonasana, left hand finds the floor, right arm reaches up, and hold. Make sure you're not putting too much weight here on your left arm. Engage the core, engage the left thigh. Next inhale, star pose. Make yourself as big and tall as possible. And then exhale, squat. Let's stay down here. Let's bring the hands and the elbows to touch. And then as you breathe in, make yourself as big as you can, sticking the bum out, opening up the chest. And then as you breathe out, tuck the tailbone, tuck the chin into the chest, hands touch. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. For 3, 2, 1. Inhale, star pose. Turn the toes in, heels out. Exhale, fold, prasarita. Halfway lift, inhale. Left hand stays underneath the face. Right arm reaches up, twist to the right. And try your best to keep your hips in one line. So often the hips will move to the right. Try to pull them back to the left. As you breathe out, let's bend the right knee, Skandasana. And then we're going to switch. Right arm reaches underneath the right knee and left arm reaches up to the sky. And next exhale, let's bring the hands to the heart space. Warrior two, top of the mat. Reverse warrior, inhale. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down, standing splits, right leg reaches up high. Exhale, right foot steps beside the left, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant the hands, step or jump back. Chaturanga. And we meet in downward facing dog, 3 breaths here. And now moving one breath to movement, we're just going to add some stuff at the end. On your next inhale, the right leg arises. Exhale, bend the knee, open up the hip, wild thing. Breathe in. Breathe out, right hand comes back down to the mat, right knee to nose with control. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, right foot steps between the hands, warrior two. Inhale, let's straighten the right leg, reach through the right fingertips, Trikonasana, 1 breath. Next inhale, star pose. Exhale, 5 times squat for 5. Inhale, straighten the legs, exhale, squat, 4, 3, and following the hands with your gaze, 2, and 1. Turn the toes in, heels out, fold forward, prasarita. Halfway lift, inhale. Right hand stays underneath the face, left arm reaches up, twist to the left. Exhale, Skandasana. Inhale, open up the arms, right arm reaches up to the sky. Exhale, hands to the heart space. Inhale and exhale, warrior two, to the top of the mat, bending the right knee. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down, standing splits. Now let's stand up tall, left knee into the chest. Exhale, the right hand on the right hip, left peace fingers around the left big toe. Let's straighten out the left leg and hold. Good. From here, we're going to open up the left leg and hold. So try to bring your left leg as much as you can to the left, keeping the hips squared. Good. And then we're going to either fold slightly forward, so you bring your chest parallel to the floor, Or you can stay standing, 2 options. This is a little bit easier. Or you can fold forward. Let's hold. And then we're going to let go of the left foot, cross the left leg behind the right leg, so we meet here. And then the left hand comes down on the mat, right arm reaches up, and hold. All right, now we're going to plant the left hand. See if you can step your right foot behind your left leg to the back of the mat, so we're in like a fallen star. And now we're going to bend the left knee, cross the left ankle over the right knee, and then see if you can bend your right knee a little bit. Maybe even bringing the hips to the floor, can even relax them down here. As you breathe in, let's straighten the right leg. And let's do that 2 more times. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend, last time. Inhale, straighten, plant your right hand, release the bind of the left foot, come into 3-legged dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in, ripple forward, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. All that on the left side now. Left leg rises, inhale. Bend the knee, open up the hip, wild thing. As you breathe out, left knee to nose. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, left foot steps between your hands, warrior 2. Inhale, straighten your left leg. Reach through the left fingertips, Trikonasana, 1 breath. Next inhale, rise up, star pose. Exhale, squat. Hands and elbows touch. Breathe in, open up the heart. Exhale, round for 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Star pose, inhale. Turn your toes and heels out, fold forward, Prasarita. Halfway lift, breathe in. Left hand stays underneath the face, right arm reaches up, twist to the right. Exhale, Skandasana on the right leg. Inhale, left arm reaches up to the sky. Exhale, hands to the heart space, warrior 2 on the left leg. Reverse warrior, breathe in. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down. Standing splits, right leg reaches up high. Right knee into the chest, stand up tall. And then let's bring the peace fingers of the right hand around the right big toe. Maybe extend the right leg out. Now maybe extend the right leg out to the right. Good. And if you don't want to do the fold forward, you can just step your right foot to the left side of the mat like so, without doing the whole fold forward. Okay, so if you want to fold forward, let's bring the chest parallel to the floor, right leg kicks out to the right, and then maybe from there, release the right foot and then cross it over to the left. So both options are completely fine. Right hand comes down on the mat, left arm reaches up, pull your left hip back. And then let's plant the right hand and see if you can step your left foot to the back of the mat. So it steps over the right leg. Now we're going to cross the right ankle over the left knee, and you can stay here, or 3 times, let's bend the left knee. Only if it's okay for your right arm, right shoulder. For 2. And 1. Let's bring the left hand back down, 3-legged dog, right leg reaches up high. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in, come high on the toes. Exhale, bend the knees, step, float, or handstand all the way to the top of the mat. Whatever you feel like. Taking your time to get there, and then we will meet in a forward fold, top of the mat. On your next inhale with a flat back, come all the way up, high mountain. Exhale, hands to the heart space. Let's reach both arms forward so they're pointing, and then come high on the toes. Slow motion. Let's come all the way down, hips to heels. Good. Now come all the way back up. And all the way back down. One more time. Good. This time let's pause halfway. So thighs are about parallel to the floor for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way down. Let's bring the knees down on the mat and then stand on your knees, keeping the toes tucked. Hands come to the lower back. Let's start to press the hips forward and open up the heart. And you can stay here, making sure that you're really active through the legs, the glutes, and the muscles along your spine. If you feel like you want to go deeper, maybe the right arm circles up towards the sky, and then back and down, catching the right ankle. And then maybe the left arm also circles up, back, and down. Keep pressing the hips forward, keep lifting the chest. Let's hold. And one hand at a time, let's bring the hands on the lower back, straighten the spine, cross the shins. Let's come into a seat. Soles of the feet can touch. We're just going to lengthen the spine here. And then maybe hinge forward slightly without rounding the back. On your inhale, let's straighten the spine, extend your legs out to the sides, not too far. We're going to bring the right hand behind the right hip, and then the left arm will do kind of a swooping motion. And we're going to push into the right hand, lift the hips. And then slowly come back down. Left hand comes by your left hip, right arm swoops up, and lift the hips here. And on your next exhale, let's come back down. Deep breath in, reach the arms above the head, flex the toes. If this is too much, you can also have the hands on the mat or maybe out to a T. On your exhale, we're going to fold forward. And then wherever you reach your limit, you can bring your hands or your elbows down to the mat. Trying to not only find length through the legs, but also through your spine here. On your next inhale, let's walk our way back up with the help of the hands. Let's bring the knees together, and then we'll come all the way down to the back. One vertebra at a time. Once you're there, bridge pose, feet are parallel to each other. And then let's lift, pressing into the heels, maybe interlacing the hands underneath the back. And hold. Squeezing the knees together, breathing deeply, pressing the back of the head into the mat, making space for your throat. And slowly, let's release one vertebra at a time. Bring the knees into the chest. And then let's bring both knees over to the right. Left arm reaches out to the left for a gentle twist. Let's slowly come back through center. And then both knees go over to the left. On your next inhale, let's come back through center. Hug the knees in. Let's lift the forehead up to the knees. Hold the breath and squeeze for 3, 2, 1. And then exhale, let it all go. Shavasana. Let's take a deep breath in through the nose. And then exhale through the mouth, let it go. And one more deep breath in. And exhale to release. And allow yourself to relax. And try to allow your attention to drift, but to drift more and more inside of yourself. So noticing the outer layers, the sensations on the surface of your skin, and then imagining that you are diving deeper and deeper within. You can imagine your body or your soul or whatever is nice to think about as an ocean with currents and waves at the top. So thinking of that top layer as your skin, where you can feel all the sensations tingling. And then the deeper and deeper you dive into that ocean, the calmer, the darker, the quieter it gets. You are more than welcome to stay in your Shavasana for longer if you have the time. Otherwise, you can start to slowly make your way out, waking up all the different parts of your body with gentle movement. Keeping your eyes closed as you transition out of Shavasana. And then whether you are still in Shavasana or you have met me in a comfortable seat, let's take these last few moments to check in with ourselves, to notice how we're feeling. Maybe you feel like you're sitting a little bit taller or breathing a little bit deeper. And as you breathe in, let's reach the arms above the head. Exhaling, let's bring the hands to the heart space. You can go ahead and rub the hands together. And then let's cover the eyes with the hands. And slowly blinking the eyes open, removing the hands away from the face, and namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope it made you feel really good and that you feel more open, ready to take on the day or the evening or the week ahead whenever you are practicing. I will see you again next week for another video, and in the meantime, please let me know if there's anything you would like to see here on my channel. I am planning on doing some tips specifically for handstands that I'm going to film. Let me know if there's anything else that you would like to see, and make sure to subscribe. Thank you so much.